This is just some stuff that needs hung up that's never gotten hung up. This is just a rack that has like my Chocator stencils, my Bible journaling, and then like scissors and paintbrushes and stuff like that. But let's just take a hard look at how different my craft room looks from the last video, which I will link that down in the description box so you can see what it looked like before I started crafting a whole lot. And it's changed quite a bit and become way messier, and it's driving me insane. So I still have a lot of stuff on my walls that I actually need to take down, like my bee area here. And this is my desk area, getting ready for a butterfly video for next month. I'm going to try to make that video. But let's stop and count our blessings and thank God for everything that He does for us, okay? And here is just my desk area where I try to edit and do stuff like that as well. And that's my mom and some pictures of my friends and just a little saying there. But this is, I love this wall. This is a chalkboard wall. I had really fun with that with my daughter when this was her bedroom once upon a time. So here is just a hot mess express here that just is just stuff laying everywhere. I even have stuff underneath here that I just necessarily do not use. I could be utilizing this space for other stuff. This is all my mixed media stuff. That's the only thing I have organized so far, besides my paper pads here. And that stuff hanging up in the bathroom backdrop there was my last patriotic video. I will link that down in the description box so you guys can go watch that. But this is all a mess right here. It's driving me insane. I need to pick that up as well. That was from my last few craftings. I recently made those ribbon holders, so I will also link that down in the description box so you can watch that. Here is just a tote with all kinds of stuff. This basket here is some of the stuff that I just had recently made. And this is a bucket full of thrifted items that I have recently found when I was with my daughter. So this black tote right here came from Chocator when I was a designer and I didn't know what to do with it. So I decided to line my paper pads right here with this. Like so. Love it. Look at this. Got this idea from Life at 50 and Beyond to take your paper pads and put them upside down in whatever storage you have. That way you can easily see them. And then you guys, this is just a hot mess. This actually was stacked up clear to the ceiling. I've already moved some stuff out of the way to look for other things. Sorry, my dog's going to start barking here. She heard a noise outside. Okay, yeah, so that corner is just a disaster area. I'm going to get that picked up and put out in the garage because it's all mostly finished products. Here is the other side of my craft room. My craft room is literally as big as my kitchen and my living room upstairs. So I'm very blessed to have a huge space, but it's still not big enough, of course. Not for the finished products anyways. Here is some more finished products that I just have stacked because I have nowhere else to put them right now. And like I said, everything's becoming a hot mess, but this I like to have people over to craft with, and they really can't because there's no space to craft. What a bummer, right? So here I just have a jars full of like wood beads and Dollar Tree like items and buttons and extra jars in case I want to store any small items that's wood related in this area. Trying to keep that in one spot, but like I said, I literally have to get up from my desk, walk way over here to access a lot of these things. So it's just becoming a little bit frustrating. And here, sorry, it's really dark on this side of the room. I need to get more lighting for the other side of the room. But here we are. Some more totes full of stuff. I'd like to make like a flower wall with those flowers. I have a lot of wood stuff. I'd like to make clear out the next shelving over to the right there is all that whole entire shelf is candle stuff. I like to actually separate that stuff, get it out in the garage, and only have, you know, have one tote for that. That way when I want to make candles, I run out there, grab it, can bring it in upstairs to the kitchen, because that's really where I have to make the candles, and do it that way so I can have all that extra space for my other crafting items that are just laying around everywhere. And this is just another tote of DIYs to do, fabric, canvases, which I would like to start using up my canvases for some mixed media stuff on my channel. Here is some packaging items, some Dollar Tree ropes, some of my boxes. Do you guys save your boxes from your items? I'm thinking about throwing all of mine away because they're just a waste of space. Here I just have an overflow of flowers that no longer fit in my tote. I believe it was Dollar Mom I saw do a cool idea to hang up some flowers, like the Dollar Tree flowers and Hobby Lobbies and so far. But this is something that you recently saw on my channel. I have a box full of those MDF pieces to use up for DIYing. Okay, sorry about that. I got a phone call there. Like I said, this whole entire rack is candle stuff. I really need to, like I said, condense that down and get that out of there because it's not something I use all the time. That way I have more space. In this area here, I'm loving my system that I've already got in place with the smaller totes. That way I have easier access, can carry it better versus bigger totes. So I am keeping this tote system here. Obviously, you know my favorite color is purple. But here, this is my clothing. Eventually, I'd like to get that shelf upstairs into my bedroom. Me and my husband moved into the bigger bedroom, so we have a space I could put my other clothing rack, so I would have more space there. Here's some more of my finished products all over my table here. I need to get those boxed up and put into the garage. Yeah. A lot of the stuff on top of there is stuff my children have made me, so that will definitely stay in my crafting area. This is like my Cricut area here down at the bottom, stuff my children have made. And yeah, so we're back to the beginning here. So now that you guys have seen my craft room. Hi guys, welcome to my video. So today I just showed you a little bit, hey Missy. I just showed you my craft room, not a little bit, the whole thing. It got really scary in here. It's getting so cluttered that when I look up from my desk, all I see is a giant mess. I can't take it anymore. It's making me feel boxed in, closed in. I'm feeling like my area is not very functional. I literally have to get up from my desk, walk over here to find things, or walk back here to find things. Yeah, so I am shutting down my channel for a little while, not completely. I will be posting a few things like my DIY soaps and stuff like that, but my crafting part is going to be put on hold, at least for a few weeks, maybe more, until I can clear out some space. I have a lot of finished products I'd like to get out of my space and into the garage, at least in totes, even if I have to stack them until we get our garage finished, cleaned up. Some of you know that my garage is a disaster area, and me, my children, and my husband have tackled a lot already in the garage, so I'm very proud of us for getting as far as we have so far. We still have quite a ways to go in there. You know, over the last 10 years, we've been just saving stuff that doesn't really need to be saved. And after a while, it just starts accumulating like dust on top of it, you know, moisture in the air. So that creates mold and so forth. And we also had a truckload of somebody else's trash my husband tried to take years ago, and then his truck broke down, and then all the tires went flat, and it was just a mess. So that is still in my garage as well, which we got a lot of that cleaned up. And then we have a trash company that comes in October that'll take some of the big items that, you know, we're not going to take to the trash dump. We're going to let them take that part. But I really appreciate everybody that's been supportive on my channel and all my crafting friends that do collaborations with me. I will be back soon, don't you worry. And I will still be watching your guys' videos and commenting and supporting and all that great stuff. But just know that this mess in here is really starting to get to me. So you'll let me know if this is something that would bother you as well, or if you could just craft away in something like this, and how do you cope and all that stuff doing that, because I may need some of those pointers. But right now my craft area is getting a little bit insane, and I need a break to kind of get it cleaned up and get it more functional for me. The area that's behind my desk here with all the totes stacked up, most of those totes are finished products that I've already made before I even started doing my YouTube, like some of my Chalk Couture stuff when I used to be a designer for Chalk Couture, because I know you saw all my stencils. I have a great idea. I'm not sure if any other crafter has ever done it with the Chalk Couture stencils, but I tried something, and I think I have a picture of it right here. Yes. So here I tried one of their stencils. This is just doing one thing. This other part over here, sorry, is when I added water. So I really like the vintage feel, how that turned out. And I also love doing mixed media, so I am going to be adding that to my channel as well soon. Excuse me, I'm getting out of breath. So I can continue to use the chalk stencils that I do have, even though I'm not with them anymore, in a mixed media way. So I'm excited to try some things out with that as well on my channel. And yeah, I appreciate you guys watching today. You'll have to let me know, like I said, in the comments, would this make you feel cluttered and claustrophobic? And that's the way I'm starting to feel in here. So I appreciate you guys watching, and this is my baby girl Myrtle. She is our rescue baby. She was found as a tiny puppy on Myrtle Beach. The family that had found her were there for a few weeks, and nobody claimed her at the Airbnb they were staying at. So we decided to take her on, because when the family brought her back, you know, the landlord wanted to charge like extra $107, and they could not afford that. And Chihuahuas are one of my favorite doggies. A lot of my family members actually have some of these doggies as well. I do have two other dogs that's roaming around here. I'm not sure if you've seen them, but that's my Heidi and my Zeusy. They are also rescue dogs, but we got them from the Humane Society here in South Dakota. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed my video today. If you have any pointers or storage tips or anything like that, please let me know down in the comments, or if you have a YouTube that you've like redone your craft room and would like to share some tips and pointers with me, I would love to go watch those videos and support your channel as well, because maybe it might be something that I would love to do. Just like my what are those paper pads, they were all in the corner here on the floor, all spread out. I have really bad arthritis, so it was really hard, like in my lower back and my hands and my toes. But it was really hard for me to squeeze in through there, try to find what paper pad I needed. So I had that old Chalk Couture tote. I put them in there for now, just so I have easy access to them. And I actually got the idea from, I believe, her channel. It's been a while since I've watched her channel, but I remember her doing this Life at 50 and Beyond. She put her paper pads upside down, that way she could look through them and see stuff. So that was a great pointer. So I'll leave that with you guys as I end my video today. So thanks for watching. See y'all later.